Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of SpandexCast. I'm your host today, Red Mystic Ranger.
You seem very
Um,
excited.
I'm very excited. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. I'm ready to do this. So joining me today we have, as usual, Raging Phoenix.
Hello.
And today we have a very special guest. We've been trying to get him on here for a while, and now everything has finally worked. Please welcome Question.
I can't find my pants.
Someone help him with that. But question, would you mind
Ladies.
telling us how you got into the Power Rangers fandom?
I'm part of the fandom. God damn it.
We all
Well,
are.
And here you try
I
to
watch a
avoid
lot
it.
of Power Rangers, and I post stupid shit on the internet.
Boom.
Is there? I
Yeah,
don't.
that's mostly how we all
Yeah.
got here.
I've been watching since the original Green with Evil aired. I remember
only
watching
since then.
first. Yeah, only since then. Not long. I remember watching for the first time at my grandparents' house when I was. Well, I'm not going to tell you how old I was because I don't remember.
24.
And then I watched it. I keep falling out and then starting to watch again. Lately, I guess I'm watching again because the anniversary of Fran Wink that will be Super Mega Force looks like it's going to be hilarious.
Really?
I didn't say good.
Well,
Oh,
hilarious
it's
is
going
good
to
in a
suck.
way.
And
That's
then lately,
actually
I started getting into more Sentai and Kamen Rider.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
It is, apparently. It kind of makes me feel bad for all those times I made fun of people who watched it. I mean, not like really bad. I'm still questioning.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we know this.
Well, speaking of Super Mega Force, that's actually a good segue into our Power Ranger news
Uh-oh.
because there hasn't been much, like, in terms of the show. Um, they made a video yesterday basically saying that new episodes will be coming out later this year, which is Vegas fuck. But we've also been getting
At least 2 new episodes by December 31st.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks,
So,
Megaforce Cast.
who knows when that'll come? But we have been hearing a lot about people who will be and won't be returning for Super Mega Force. So I've got a little handy dandy list that I'm going to read to y'all.
Yay.
So far, confirmed returning, we have Jason Smith, Casey from Jungle Fury. And then we have 4 Samurai Rangers, the 4 guys: Alex Hartman, Najee DeTeach, Hector David Jr., and Steven Skyler. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Hmm.
I mean, probably was easy for them to get the samurai people because maybe they could
Yeah,
have included
they
that in their contract to begin with.
yeah, they were just there. And then possibly returning, we have Jason David Frank, also known as Tommy.
He would do it for $1, so I think there's no real issue there, right?
Yeah,
Well, he told people he'd do it for $1.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
Jason David Frank like a colossal douche in real life, or am I mishearing something?
Yeah, he probably is.
I'm not sure about that.
I'd come back to Power Rangers for $1,
It's-
$20 for an autographed picture.
Yeah. $40. Okay, no. When he was here at St. Louis Wizard Con, I think it was something Wizard World. He was charging like $40 for a photo op.
Really?
Yeah.
He was in Salem a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get to see him, but my friends who know I love Power Rangers did, so they bought me an autographed picture.
Nice.
It was only $20.
Wow.
He obviously must be
The only thing that I can think of that doesn't make him a douche because of that is just that the lines would get too long and he has to have some kind of a incentive not to go to him and get an autograph.
Yeah.
I like to think he's not a douche because he's fucking Tommy.
Yeah.
But then who was it? What's his face? Billy's actor that I forget the name of had all those stories about how the entire cast would make fun of him for being gay on set.
Um, I was that why he left CEO?
Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm not like researching any of this. These could be stories I'm just making up because I had a dream last night. You don't.
Well, I also heard he worked at a pizza place which he owned, and then that turned out to be total crap as well. So,
Who, are we still talking about Jason David Frank?
David Yost.
Oh,
Um.
well. So
Anyway,
I
then,
don't
we
really
we,
want
we
steak on my pizza, so
did the list go on?
oh yeah, there's more.
There was a
We still
list.
have. There's still more people possibly returning. We have Blake Foster, Justin, Roger Velasco, Carlos, and Jason Font, aka Wes.
Right. Well, he kind of, made it clear, obvious, in a way,
Yeah,
maybe.
he just tweeted like a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. He said mentioned something about New Zealand, and then I think it was yesterday. He also tweeted again something about going to New Zealand in a couple weeks.
Right.
So I mean, that's I don't want to say that's all but confirmed, but I mean, what else could he be going to New Zealand for?
Yeah, from what I gathered, Saban
that,
actually just, hit up all the old actors and actresses and,
Well,
set
that's
them.
not true because I have a list of people who were not contacted.
Oh,
There's only two on there so far, but I'm guessing there's more. So far, the only people who've come out and said that they have not been contacted were Jason Chan, who was Cam on Ninja Storm,
right.
and Matt Austin Bridge from SPD.
Oh, the last one is weird. I mean, he was kind of a fan favorite.
I know, and he went on a whole big rant about it on Facebook, and he seemed really bitter about it.
see if I were casting the anniversary season, I'd bring back all the Rangers that nobody liked because that we talk about sometimes. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Like I like that they're bringing back Blake Foster. I think that's fucking hilarious.
I wonder what he is like right now because he's not a kid anymore, I would imagine.
See, but that's why he needs to come back on, because he looks like a fucking badass now.
Yeah, they Power Ranger actors age really well. Like, have you
Right?
seen a recent picture of the guy who played Masked Rider?
Uh-uh.
Of
No.
course you haven't. Why the fuck would you look that up?
Yeah.
When you get what the hell his name is?
It was a flop show.
But I mean, like, people like Catherine Sutherland and
Wikipedia.
Nikita Briggs, they don't look like they've aged a day.
Masked Rider. Why is this?
The show was underrated.
Then we've also got some people who have declined. That will be, so far, Steve Cardenas, Rocky, and Karen Ashley, Aisha. They both have said that the pay was too low and they were only going to be in like one scene. But I think actually Karen said she wasn't going to do it because they sent out all those emails and then uninvited some people.
They've uninvited some people.
Clap
Yes,
move, Saban. Classy move.
the only one who's come out to say that they've been uninvited is Rhett Fisher Ryan from Lightspeed Rescue, but it's generally concluded that there's more who were retracted.
Right.
And then there's also been we know of a couple more people who have been officially contacted but have heard nothing other than that, and that is Aaron Cahill, Jen, and everyone's favorite person, Samuel Benta, Will from Overdrive.
Yay! Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I also know people are going on a rant about Steve Cardenas or whatever his name is, not going.
Yeah, people are kind of being dicks to him about it because they're basically calling him cheap, and
Yeah, but they're
but
also
it's like,
calling Saban cheap because they don't offer enough. It's and to me, it's like, well, Saban is inviting a shitload of people. I mean, they can't pay everyone for like a full.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of these complaints myself either because I've heard some complaints that there's nothing planned for the anniversary month of Power Rangers in what, August, something like that.
yeah.
But they're funding an entire anniversary season, so if they don't have a new episode on the day Power Rangers premiered, guess what? Who gives a crap?
Well, I think they should definitely do something like, even if it's not Nickelodeon, They could have a marathon on Nicktoons channel.
Yeah,
Something on the day would be kind of nice, but you
but
know,
it's also like people are like, well, and Nick has got a show that it really is a good partner for Saban, and I'm like, well, this is a show that I assume is not their greatest show on at the moment. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think they've got, Power Rangers got the best ratings of all the Nick tunes and
they don't. And actually,
shows.
the ratings for the reruns that they've been showing have been just falling.
Yeah.
Like
So basically, it's like, well, it's kind of logical that they wouldn't do anything about it.
PR doesn't really make its money from advertisers, though, so how they're rating doesn't matter as much as how toy sales are doing.
No,
But as I
exactly.
understand, toy sales are actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, yeah, that might be true, but just the thing is that I don't really think that in the end it's just fan service when I would do something anniversary like, because the kids that it's actually targeted at are like, who are all these people? I've never seen them on Samurai. So
yeah,
yeah, so I just think that it's a big fan service, and they're expecting quite some expensive stuff if you think that they're gonna do all these reruns and anniversary stuff, and
Yeah,
you know
it's nice that they're doing something at all.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, what did PR do for its fifth anniversary?
They gave us
It gave
Turbo.
us Turbo.
yeah.
Yes.
maybe
Happy
maybe
fifth anniversary, we're getting rid of Tommy.
Oh,
maybe it was
and
like, hey,
Zordon.
this is our fifth season. We're gonna try and have a kid in a kid show.
But then after that, every 5 years, they've been giving us anniversary team ups. And now we're getting an entire anniversary season.
Yeah.
But people still want to complain that we're not getting enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention the casting team publicly put out a note that they were looking for Austin St. John, but
Because
like
he's lost.
nobody can find him.
Jesus.
Like it's generally known that he's EMT, but there's reports that he's working overseas in like Afghanistan or something, and other reports that he's just chilling somewhere in the states, but nobody can fucking find him.
That would be a great publicity stunt if it's just like, well, we already found him, but we're just gonna act as though. Hey,
We're
where
gonna
is
act
he?
like
Where is?
nothing's going on, and then he's gonna show up in Super Mega Force, and everyone's gonna shit their pants.
Tommy's in
Exactly.
Super Mega Force. He takes his wig off. It's Austin St. John.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the list so
Yeah,
far.
but I think that they did. Wasn't it true that the girl who played Ash, Aisha in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, also declined?
Yeah, I said her.
Yeah. So basically, but basically, what I was getting at with the whole thing about Saban being cheap, and I just feel that it's not Saban being cheap because they can't afford paying a lot for everyone, and it's not. But it's not, the actors being cheap either, because sometimes they just can't afford to, take that much time out of their lives to go be an extra in a show for little money.
Well, the thing is, they should have figured out their fucking budget before they sent these emails to people who were willing and would love to come back, only to just say, "Oh, fuck you, we don't have enough money." Like this is something. Like I feel like this is really rushed, and this is something they should have planned like maybe 6 months ago, before they started filming.
Yeah, maybe.
Have they already started filming?
Well, they've
Yeah,
filmed some, but
they started filming Super Mega Force. Have you seen that like the picture of the Gokai Galleon's crow's nest on set?
No. No, the
Oh,
only
okay.
picture I've seen from Super Mega Force is Gokai Silver hanging out with the Ghost Sider. Ghost Seeker.
Oh, well, yeah, there's been a picture of the crow's nest on set.
Oh.
but maybe
Yeah.
they've started with filming all the stuff that they didn't need extra people for. Mainly stunts and
And I
plots
know
that
I
don't
know the cast
involve.
is on set too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So basically, the Megaforce, the plots that only involve the Megaforce Rangers, and then the in-suit stuff, where there's also some other Rangers around. I don't know. Either way, it seems to me that they just, are inviting a whole lot of people, and they do realize that they're not going to get everyone.
I
And
just hope. I hope at the least we have one person from every season. Like that would be ideal to me.
yeah,
I
that
hope
would be
we
cool.
get everyone from Lightspeed and everybody else is just a rumor or only stock.
Yeah, to be honest, stuff like Wild Force and Lightspeed Rescue, I wouldn't mind not seeing them.
You shut your whore mouth! Not seeing Lightspeed Rescue. Skip the best season.
It's not the best. It's quite horrible.
You're not the
actually.
best.
This I know.
Sorry, if they want to get people back from the best PR season, they got to call the people from RPM.
Gem and
It's
Gemma.
funny because you're wrong. Oh my. RPM the best season. I
Maybe
can't
it was
even
the best.
think of a
It was the best
personality.
Disney season.
The best Disney season was obviously Ninja Storm. Clearly.
It's a tie between Mystic Force and RPM.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said best. Did you say ass? The best ass Disney seasons? Then yeah, okay. RPM.
Screw
But
you
we
all.
disagree
Mystic
on
Force was
stuff.
awesome.
You like RPM? I think RPM is ass. You like Go Busters? I skipped most of Go Busters.
Go Busters was amazing. Get the fuck out.
Pink Buster was amazing. The rest was meh.
She
Wow,
wasn't
I've
even
never
a
seen that
Buster.
in real life.
She doesn't count as a Buster. She doesn't have a spandex or a helmet.
Absolutely got a battle pose. She counts.
Yeah, but I think that's for the news of the Power Rangers. Was there anything about Kyoryuja? I don't think so, was there?
Nope, nothing new.
So let's get to the episodes.
Yeah, let's do. So this week, one of our lovely former guests, Thunder, suggested that we watch Kick into Overdrive parts 1 and 2.
Which we
So
thank
that-
him for.
Yeah, fuck you. So that was a thing.
Kick into Overdrive was so much better than I remembered, though.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. That's why I keep telling people Overdrive wasn't such a bad season.
No. That one episode was not as bad.
There was 2 episodes.
Yeah, but in my defense, fuck you.
Ugh.
So yeah, that's what we watched. We actually watched 2 episodes because watching just one of the parts is a bit silly.
Yeah, fuck that.
Was I not supposed to only watch part 2?
No,
Oops.
Did you only watch part 2?
no, of course not. Jesus.
Get out
Because
of
everything I say is completely honest, and you should believe it.
here.
Yeah, so
That would have been dumb.
well,
It would have been hilarious. My first plan was to not watch it and only review it from my 10-year-old memories. Yeah, you guys remember that scene where Ronnie and Will hooked up in Mr. Hartford's bathroom?
you've got some weird memories, man.
Gross.
To be honest, I did remember it wrong because I thought that was like a whole big adventure at the start, and it turned out that was all just a daydream from Mac.
Yeah. Nice job.
It was still a
It
good
was-
way of showing us Mac's character, though, how he's a dreamer. So,
Yeah,
it was different.
I
And
want to be a real boy.
looking back at it and knowing that Mac is actually going to turn out to be a cyborg or whatever he was, it was kind of weird that his father is so protective of him. I mean, on the one hand, yes, he built him, but on the other hand, I think he's easier to repair than a human, and yet the one thing that should withstand most of the clobbering, he keeps behind because he's too precious.
That was actually really funny. There's this one scene where Mac's really sad he can't be the Red Ranger, and Spencer's explaining to him, remember, to your father, you are the one thing he owns that is irreplaceable. And then 20
And it
episodes
makes
later,
sense because he's a robot.
No, it doesn't make sense.
I really wanted them to reveal that there were like 5 Macs that he built ahead of him.
Max 6.0.
I think the highlight, well, for me, the highlight of the first episode was how he contacted all the Rangers. I really liked
Yeah.
that.
It was good,
like,
and you know they all
hey,
got a
you
bit
got
of character development before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
though
Alright,
it
I
makes
tend to
little
hate
bit.
it when PR fans go all pervy, but my favorite part of the first episode was that first shot of Rose, fishnets, miniskirt, Hannah.
yes.
That was just a delight.
And was it just me, or
Although,
was it kind of rude that they made Will the thief? It's like, you could have had, Ronnie be the thief or whatever.
well, it would have made more sense too because okay, here's Ronnie, the race car driver. Nope, we'll give the race car Zord to Will.
Yeah.
That,
So they
that
could
was
have just made him the race car driver and Ronnie the thief.
Yeah.
That would have been less discriminating as well.
Maybe they just knew Samuel Bento was a thief anyway and decided to make his character.
Also, if you actually know racing, they said, well, this is the Italian Grand Prix. That couldn't be the Italian Grand Prix. They don't drive those cars in Europe.
Oh, but Raids, no one knows that but you.
No one knows that but, non-Americans.
No, look, the Americans say that's how the race goes. That's the fucking way the race goes. Change it.
Okay.
Suck it, Europe.
Yeah, but I did like the episode. It was kind of cool. And what also was a very big thing that was in favor of that episode. By that time, we didn't know Miratrix yet, or whatever his name was.
Is.
Sorry now, but yeah, I really hated her. She was such a terrible character. I mean, she just couldn't act.
I would still take her over the Fear Cats, though.
The Fear Cat. I still think that when in Bokanger it made so much sense. All those enemies and stuff that were actually designed after Megazords and stuff like that. Which
Yeah,
is really
I've
cool.
seen that explained to me, but I still don't see most of it. Like how Moltor is supposed to look like the original Megazord from
Well, he's
MMVR.
got those horns and he's all red.
Yeah.
I think he even has that, that teeth kind of theme on his chest, which they now kind of use for
Yeah,
Pure
I mean,
User.
it resembles him vaguely,
Yeah,
but
but that's the whole idea. It's a reference. It's not actually.
And like the lava lizards are supposed to look like Dragon Zord.
Yeah, and then you had the Blue Clan wherever where they actually put Miratrix into. That used to be all the Kakuranger Zords, which were basically the Ninja Zords from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Kakurenja, ninja, ninja.
yeah, maybe it's just my lack of imagination because, as you guys
Most
well
likely.
know, I don't have one.
Oh,
I
please,
just-
you're fucking writing your TPIY entry. You've got to have
Oh
some.
yeah, we're plugging that later, right?
Totally.
Excellent.
Go for it.
I say with one of the judges as the host.
He's totally not biased. Don't worry, people.
You should be biased. I'm fucking awesome.
Well, to be fair, I
Ju-
think
the other-
most of the people in the TPIY actually we had on the show.
Wait,
Yeah,
aren't you in it?
we've had Gose Manta. He was on TPIY.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had Ghost Manta, you had Amadecker, who is on my team.
Yeah.
Right.
Plug
Exactly.
YouTube channel in front of our story because he is a colossal douche.
And so yeah,
Wait,
we actually had quite a
Who's
few.
a colossal douche?
I'm a Decker.
Amadecker, he's a douche. Did you not get that from the almost hour you talked with him?
Well, so far it's not that much different this episode to his.
Well, you have me. I'm totally not Amadecker, and I will argue this to the death. As I do.
Well, you do sound different.
Do I? Do I have a cold?
But
Yeah.
Look, okay, it's all on the table. I hired a scriptwriter and a hobo. That is the secret identity of Amadecker.
He's
A
a
hobo
Is
with a
he
script.
both the scriptwriter and the hobo?
Yeah, why would I write my own script? That's like work. Fuck that shit.
Huh.
Yeah, anyway, do we have anything else on Kick into Overdrive?
I
I
do
really
like to
liked
point.
how. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
I really liked how all of their messages were tiny little holograms. So they went to meet Andrew Hartford, and then they're all about to leave because obviously a guy who built holograms is fucked up in the head. And then a giant glowing monster appears and tells them all, "Nope, y'all's gonna be Power Rangers."
Yeah,
And
he's
they're all,
telling the truth.
"Oh, all right."
Yeah, that was kind of weird. That was something I did notice about the episode. It kind of seemed like they had a good idea and they had some very good moments, and then there was just some stuff that was like, well, we kind of don't actually know how we go into from this moment and situation into the next, so we just plonk this in. And that guy, that Sentinel Knight was his name.
Yeah.
How he appeared, that seemed like just such a moment. Like, well, they're kind of leaving, and we don't know how to get them back, so we'll just put him here.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Can I just point out, as a once former aspiring geologist, that the lava in this episode was fucking shit.
Yeah, that was another
Lava
one.
doesn't act like that.
That was another one of
you don't
those
really-
things. It was like, well, we have to stop the Rangers and be able to get the crown, so we have to invent something. You know what? Lava.
You mean lava's not really an obvious cartoon that as soon as there's a hole, it all quickly falls into?
Yeah, and it
That's not
doesn't
how
fucking.
lava acts. That's crazy. You're
And it
crazy.
doesn't fucking run like that. Like, it bugged the fuck out of me. Like, yes, I know their special effects department's probably not up to par with like Hollywood movies,
Yeah,
but
you can
still,
slow it down.
like either do it right or don't do it at all.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
you're
that
also talking about an episode where the Pink Ranger has a squirt gun that causes explosions.
Hey, don't diss on my Rose.
No, Rose is delightful. I believe I already covered that.
Heyo.
Oh, I must have been gone for that. But
Oh, yeah,
Rose
her first
is
scene.
definitely the highlight of that season.
First of all, Ronnie is the highlight of that season.
I did not care for Ronnie.
Now it's
Like,
your turn to
yes,
shut
yes,
door.
she's hot, okay, but still, her character was annoying.
She was so exuberant. She loved everything.
She was so annoying with her whole thing with competitiveness and
But at least she wasn't made out of mercury. God damn
I
it.
know that. They never said she wasn't.
Oh man, there was some stupid stuff in that season. Now that I think of it.
yes,
Once a
it
Ranger.
was.
Once a Ranger. Once a Ranger was dumb.
Fuck you,
Once a
I love
Ranger.
Once a Ranger.
It was
It was-
alright. I mean, it was a lot of nostalgia and then a stupid plot, and that was awesome.
I appreciate the concept of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate that they tried, but when it comes off like a bad fanfic, like if anybody on a message board you go to said, "Okay, I have this cool idea for a Power Ranger story," the son of Lord Zen and Rita Repulsa comes, punks the current team, and then 5 former Rangers have to come back and defeat him. Wouldn't that sound like a shitty fanfic?
Well, but they still could have done a decent job with it.
I mean, there were some parts. Like I remember specifically the fight in the warehouse where everybody was using powers but Adam. That was really fun to watch. I would give it that, but I like plot. I like pretty things, but I like plot more.
No, you're not getting. Well, you are watching Power Rangers, though. I mean,
Yeah.
the first 3 seasons had no plot.
No, they had a
Well-
plot, just a good one.
Season 3
Yeah,
kind of.
maybe.
Season 3 was kind of a game changer. They had a plot.
Yeah.
That was less a plot and more a shifting of the focus, I thought. The first 2 seasons were all about the good guys. The 3rd season said, "Fuck that, we're going to focus on the bad guys."
Yeah.
It wasn't really.
But I mean, they had the whole plots of like Kimberly and the Pan Global Olympics and Evil Cat.
Well, it definitely
yeah,
felt
but
like that there
Season
were.
1 had Evil Tommy, and Season 2 had the Pan Global Games. It's not like those tiny pops were unknown to people.
I know, but then you also had the search for the Zeal Crystal, which I guess is more Alien Rangers, but I don't know. It seemed a little more story focused than the other seasons.
Well, what
That
you
way.
would definitely
I think
notice is that there's a lot less fillers were in there. I mean, it was pretty much all of them were like 2 or 3 or 4 parters.
yeah.
Yeah.
That helps because I hate fillers.
Everybody hates filler. I don't mind filler as long as
Filler.
it's well written. As long
Yeah,
as
but
it's
the
like
thing with most fillers
Yeah.
is that it's just like, well, you start out with a situation, and usually in Power Rangers, someone suddenly has a problem because they have a sudden fear of heights or whatever
Uh,
that they've had forever but never shown in the actual, you know, episodes. And then, they have fight some monster, and then it's, oh good, we've conquered our fear, and then it's never talked about ever again.
but that's changing the game every episode can be done, but if you're changing the status quo every episode, you need a couple of breather episodes where you show this new status quo. Because otherwise, changing it every episode becomes meaningless.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like terrible filler episodes that don't show what the new status quo is like. I can't really think of one off the top of my head. Let's just say every episode of RPM.
oh.
Oh jeez.
No, that wasn't serious. That was a dig at RPM because I fucking hate it. I really can't think of a filler episode. Samurai's Journey Part 3. I love Ninja Storm as a whole, but Samurai's Journey Part 3 was a terrible, terrible episode. Do I really need to explain why? Because I don't want to. I haven't seen it in 10 years.
Yeah, it's
me
so long
neither.
since I've seen it. I don't remember.
It was Samurai's Journey Part 1 was everybody's frozen, scroll of time nonsense, ha ha ha. Samurai's Journey Part 2 was Cam goes back in time and steals powers from his mom or something. Samurai's Journey Part 3 is, oh, he's a ranger now, and also this wasp can suck energy out of people. Ooh. Why is this the same Why wouldn't you just call this the attack of the stupid wasp monster?
Well, that's something, I think that's to do with footage. I mean, wasn't it in Harikenja that, that guy pretty much had no introduction, maybe? I don't know.
If you could find me someone who's subbing Archanger, I would watch the fuck out of that and answer that question for you. Because I really want to see Archanger.
Yeah, I think I saw the first 2 episodes or something, and then, they stopped subbing again. I mean, there's quite a few out there that are not very reliable.
Yeah, it's so hard to find good subs of older shows lately. It's stupid.
Have you guys ever heard of Grown Ups in Spandex?
That's another podcast, right?
No, they do like subs for Sentai and stuff. I know right now they're doing Mask Man, but I'm not sure what are the other ones that they have. But I can I can check that out for you and link you.
But usually TV Neon is also doing at least one show that they've got their hands on.
Did you know there's an entire Tumblr devoted to telling TV Nihon to go fuck itself?
Link me, please.
And why is this?
Because their subs... I haven't seen very many of their subs, so I can't really comment on that, but apparently their subs are often translated lazily or outright wrong. And so this Tumblr, it illustrates a lot of the stupid... So, like, one of the things they really like doing is leaving subtitles untranslated, because those are things everybody knows, or those are words everybody knows, something like that. And I'm sorry, if I'm reading subtitles, I don't want you to assume I know what a word means. I want the whole thing fucking translated.
Yeah, that's true, but on the other hand, you have stuff like Overtime, who basically translates almost everything. I mean, they even call it Voltsaur, or whatever, Voltosaur. And it's like, well, it kind of depends on what you prefer. Just go to another fan
Yeah,
sub.
I mean, I'm ragging on TVN right now, but if that's what you watch, I'm not going to tell you to stop watching it.
No, exactly. It's just if you prefer Overtime, just go to Overtime. Don't bitch on TV Neon because they're not Overtime.
It's not that we're bitching. It's not we. It's not me at all. It's not that people are bitching because it's not Overtime. It's that they do make some demonstrably wrong choices.
Well, yeah, but like I said, I mean, I find it more enjoyable to watch. For instance, I find it the soft subs, I don't really like them. I only watch them right now because they're faster in releasing. And I have to watch it for this show. But
I'll
otherwise,
watch. I'll watch
otherwise I prefer
sub.
TV Neon because it's just prettier for me.
Yeah, it's prettier, but I don't like it when the subtitles distract me from the show, And I'm not saying this is, how everyone should be. I'm not being asshole question her. But I like how over time it just has the text and it translates everything so I can look down, see what the words are, and then continue watching the show without bright colors and graphics distracting me from it.
Right.
But that's me. Like I said, if you prefer TV
Yeah.
Neon, feel by all means.
But anyway, yeah.
I know actually this site that I just linked you to, the TVN bitching Tumblr, they also have some posts bitching about other fan subs, so it's not just.
Huh.
I'm actually right now checking out whether they are doing anything right now. I think they are on. Aren't they on Die Ranger right now? I can't remember. But they're doing one some kind of old show. Anyway, speaking about Sentai, we actually watched an episode of that as well. I think you guys didn't see 12.
No, we're gonna do 12 next week.
Yeah.
Or Friday.
Reacher 12? No, I saw that this morning.
Yeah, I saw it this afternoon, but
They didn't
let's stay
did they have
and
subs
keep it
out?
with the 11.
Yeah, Overtime has subs out.
Yeah, but only today or something. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
link
it only
shit.
popped up this morning.
But we're gonna discuss episode 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
stuff happened in that one. Not a lot. I
Yeah,
will.
You guys remember that time Amy and King are the best Kyoryushers? Because that's what I remember from episode 12.
Well, I just remember that that Gold is being a bit weird. I mean, I can now understand why the hell he's being so distanced, but
Oh, is this where we're referring to 12, but we can't say anything because someone hasn't seen it yet?
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
No,
You
but
remember Ian
it was in
Inosa
11, right? That
monster
he
just
actually
by
explained it.
Yeah.
He explained it in 11 to
Yeah.
Amy.
Basically, like, I don't know, fuck it all. God damn it!
Basically, what he said was to Amy that his old lord died because he was too kind, because he saw a little boy who was maybe dead, and maybe he cut him dead, and then it turned out it was actually some kind of grunt and who was going to attack him, and then his lord protected him and died in the process. Which you actually might, think back and say like, well, it's a lord. It might not have been the best decision to sacrifice yourself for just one guy.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there and apologize beforehand because, okay, well, for those of you listening, if you don't know, every time we go to record this, somebody living near me or at my house does fucking lawn work. And, like, I don't know why, just every time I try to record, and my dad just decided, oh, I'll go start with the lawnmower, mow right outside your window. So, I'm gonna apologize for that. Just getting that out of the way.
Well, we're not hearing it yet, so that's alright.
Well, I can hear it.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter then, does it?
He's coming. He's coming. Do you hear it?
That's what she said.
No.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, back to Kyoryuger. Does anybody else notice like a pattern that when we get a new ranger, Amy helps him out because she basically did the same thing with Uchi as she did with Ramirez, kind of just like showing him the ropes and stuff.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe it's just because she's the only female actually in the cast, so they give her a little bit of extra screen time.
Did anybody else notice that the actress for Amy is 15, and so all this sexualizing of her is really fucking creepy?
Is she 15?
She's only 15?
The actress for Amy is 15, yeah.
Holy
Get the
crap.
fuck out.
Yeah.
This is being Googled right now.
I know the actress for Soji is only like 14, but
They've been using a lot of really young people lately. It's so weird. Like, I don't know if either of you watch Akiba Ranger, but apparently neither of those girls is near legal yet. Or no, Yellow I think just became legal. She's like just turning 18.
Shit.
But that isn't Akiba Ranger a show where they kind of, do it on purpose, sexualizing the girls?
Yeah, but it's creepy as fuck when they're so young.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
okay,
always thought that they
we're
were.
talking about Japan, so I shouldn't be surprised, I guess.
I always
But
thought they were just, pretending to be younger than they were. Or
no,
something. But
I
apparently
guess
they are.
Yellow
Wow,
was
1997. Wow. Okay.
yeah.
She's not, almost not even of this millennium. Or of last millennium, I should say.
It's just I'm not saying this to like be racist or anything. It's really hard to tell how old people in Japan are. I have
Yeah,
so
well,
much
Japanese-
trouble doing it.
Really, all Asian people age really well. Like all of those Asian women that are like 60, but they look 20.
Yeah.
Or they just look him up after 30, I don't know.
I mean, damn, what are they doing to make them look that young?
I don't know.
But
I
that
hope
was
it's
actually what
20.
I was thinking, that it was just that these girls were looking young and they were secretly 25.
No, apparently some of them really are that young.
Damn. Well, that's a thing now.
Apparently. Okay, but am I the only one who in this episode, like, I just didn't really care for, what's his nickname? Uchi?
Yeah.
Uchi.
Let's keep with Uchi.
It felt really out of character because, like, this whole time he was kind of like this, I don't want to say pompous, but he was just kind of,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought that.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, it seemed totally out of character for a 3,000-year-old samurai to be all goofy.
200-year-old samurai.
Oh, is he like 200? Okay.
The war in the States or in Japan was only a couple hundred years ago, isn't it?
Oh shit.
But,
Don't know where I got 3,000 from. Probably my ass.
Oh, you're an RPM fan, so no, wait, you're right.
Well, it's
What?
just that with him starting out, it seemed like he was going for the whole, well, you have to prove yourself to be worthy of my loyalty and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it seemed like he was going for the badass approach, which, to be honest, it seemed a little dull. But now it turns out he's just pretending, and that makes it even weirder.
No, that makes it even more awesome.
Kind of reminds me of Antonio, which
Except
we need to have an
Except
episode dedicated to what we think of samurai because I would love that.
you
and I would
should have Amadecker back for that one.
No, because he fucking loves samurai.
That's why I said you should have him back.
Yeah.
And although we really weren't sure if he was just trolling or if he really enjoyed it, but
It's so weird. He fucking loves that show. I think he downplays it when he talks to me because he knows I don't like it, but he has some genuine affection for samurai. I don't understand it, but what the fuck ever. I love things other people hate too. Lightspeed Rescue Power Rangers Turbo.
I guess
No,
to
that-
each their own, really.
Yeah, everybody likes different things, whatever. I mean, I will mock the shit out of some people for it, but you know, of course,
Well,
I'll
that's
mock the
all
shit.
in good fun, though.
It's all in good fun until I call someone a bad word and they complain.
No.
There's the
Oh,
lawnmower.
there it is.
Yeah.
Now.
Maybe we should have your dad on the show.
Yeah.
What?
We should have your dad on the show so we can yell at him for, I don't know, taking care of his lawn.
Nah.
I still find it weird though that it seems like we're not getting any kind of combination Megazord thing that has all 5 of the main Kyoryuger in there. I mean, it's always just 3.
I thought we were. I thought Tara Gordon was supposed to combine with Koryujin, and then it was going to take Zactor and Parasaigon with it too.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if that was just a rumor, but I've heard that someplace. Don't quote me on that.
No, I'm going to quote you on that extensively.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to fucking do.
Fuck. There goes my reputation. Just kidding. I don't have a reputation.
Not at
I'm
all.
also just kidding. It's not like people would listen to what I say.
Probably not, no.
No.
But yeah, I think that's that episode done. I guess we have to go to the closing statements.
Well, no, I was gonna ask a question if he wanted to talk about Akiba Ranger.
Oh, right.
I
Fucking
don't.
love that show. Yes, I do. Akiba Ranger is the best show on Japanese TV right now, and possibly all TV. I don't know. I'm really not up on my French TV right now.
Nor on your Japanese TV, I would imagine.
Well, no, I watched Toki from Japan. I watched Kamen Rider Wizard, which is better than it used to be. Not great, but better. It's no fours, which everybody loves.
Except me.
Except me.
Which everybody whose opinions I respect loves. Dick.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
you
gave
mad
it.
at me,
I
but
gave
didn't
it
know
a
you did,
chance.
like, steroid.
I
gave it
haven't
a
given
chance,
it a
I should
chance
count.
yet, but I will get around to it.
It's so delightful.
I will admit, before I started the show, I was kind of out of it all, so I actually had to play catch up with a lot of shows. You know, I just started it again with Kyoryuger and Megaforce, but you know, there's quite a bit of stuff that I missed.
Which is fair.
Mega
I really like fours, but no, we're talking about Akiba Ranger now. Akiba Ranger, for those viewers that don't know, I don't know, 4 of you, it's this parody of Super Sentai. It's the unofficial Sentai. No, don't laugh at me. I'm talking.
I was laughing at all 4 of you.
It's Akiba Ranger has this great mix of in-jokes that only really big Super Sentai fans would get. Not me.
And still you love it.
And jokes that everybody, all fans of Toku would get. Like, in the very first episode of season 1, they're like sitting around waiting for the monster they just defeated to grow, because that's just what happens, and it never does. So they're just sitting around on a cliff waiting for it until the sun goes down.
I saw the first 5 or 6 episodes of season 1. I just I haven't found a chance to sit down and watch the rest of them. It seemed pretty funny.
It's really funny because the first half of season 1, it all just seems like a bunch of random episodes they strung together to make fun of Sentai. But then they start getting into the actual plot, and it's only 13 episodes long, and the last one is just a clip show. So it's really only 12 episodes. But they get into this really, I don't want to say intricate plot, because it's really not intricate at all. But it's so much more serious than you would think a show making fun of Super Sentai would be.
But it still makes fun.
And then season 2 came. They retconned a lot of stuff, which made me a little sad, but season 2 is just so amazing that I don't care.
I was gonna say, didn't they kind of replace Die Ranger in their world or whatever? Or in their timeline?
The plot so far in season 2 seems to be they've been altering the past of Super Sentai somehow.
Oh shit!
The villain seems to be altering the past of Super Sentai somehow. So it started out, they erased Die Ranger from history, and it was replaced with Akiba Ranger, which was really unpopular in real life. And then it altered the past of the anime that's only in Akiba Ranger that the red Akiba Ranger Akagi loves, and that's how he got his power up. He got his power up because he considers that anime character to be his. I don't know how it's pronounced, waifu?
What?
And then in the latest episode, they altered the past so that Super Sentai began in America as the powerful Rangers.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys have seen the picture, but they have the American flag around their neck guards and their belts. It's
yes.
I haven't seen a sub of it yet, but Akiba Ranger is one of those shows that you don't need to see subs to just fucking love.
Yeah, but it seems kind of cool, and I actually downloaded it, but then I started watching Doctor Who.
So, wow, you traded.
Yes.
You traded down.
Oh, no, no, no. He traded up.
I prefer the Chinese adaptation, Doctor How.
I was gonna make my own called Nurse What, but apparently production didn't like it.
Nurse what?
Get it? Doctor Who, Nurse What? That's a knee slapper.
It is.
Totally.
It is. Her sidekick, CNAY.
What?
Oh, he knows what CNAs are. Certified Nursing Assistant.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's a good one.
Guys, yesterday was Nurses Day. Or this week is Nurses Week. I'm still not really clear on that.
Aren't you a nurse?
What? No, fuck no. Fuck that. I work at a nursing home. I ain't no nurse.
Well, you're kind of like one. So happy week to you.
I'm
Happy week to you.
actually in no way a nurse, but I'm still going to take the happy week. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
So
Jesus
everybody should watch
Christ.
Akiba Ranger, I guess, is the point of this Nurses Week talk.
Yeah. We occasionally
yeah.
talk about Power Rangers and Super Sentai.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention our motto. You know
Oh
what?
jeez.
I'll do it. I'll do it when I do the outro.
Yeah, and we should probably
Yeah.
mention again that we're on the forums and stuff.
Yeah. Well, duh. Hey.
Wait, you guys are on the forums too? Holy crap.
Yeah.
They let us in and stuff. We are now media masters.
Well, you are.
Well, you are too, but your name is just
Kinda.
different.
Yes, I believe that was all thanks to me.
Yes.
Or it's not, and I'm still going to take the credit because I'm me.
No, it's all question. We'll credit you later.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. All hail question.
Our supreme
Guys,
overlord.
I'm just a man who everybody should love and worship.
Mostly that.
Well, are we done discussing things?
I guess so.
Well, that was a great episode of SpandexCast. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, the YouTube. Make sure you like us.
And
Favorite
and
us,
subscribe, and
I know this.
Read
It's my
questions
turn.
fanfic.
yeah. That
Which
too.
one?
All of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, don't read his one about Ryan and Dana. Read the
No,
yeah,
read that one first.
No, no,
That gets you the baseline.
no. But yeah, make sure you check out his TPIY entry. Oh fuck, I forgot the name of it.
Relic Hunters, right?
Yeah.
Yep, Power Rangers Relic Hunters.
Wasn't that the original name they were, playing with for
Yeah, that
Operation
was
Overdrive?
Yeah, that's exactly why we picked it. That was I'm a Decker's idea. We picked because we figured it both fit the theme of pirates and it was a cutesy reference for an anniversary season.
Yeah.
Far
Ooh.
very little anniversary shit in it.
And it raises the bar really high.
That's perfect.
Well, we're hoping. I mean, we're obviously the best group, so I mean,
Yeah, are
I
you
apologize
in
I'm
first right
insulting you
now?
stealthily, but I'm sorry.
Are you in first right now?
Oh God, no, no. The judges are all mods, and mods hate me. Are we in first?
What about present company excluded? Because I don't hate you.
Well, you claim not to hate me. I'm really kind of not clear on that.
I don't.
People forget
Present company
Matt is a
excluded.
mod. Even though he does all of the work. All of it.
I'm guessing
And,
that part
you
will
know-
be cut out.
Y'all can find us on Ranger Vision, where we have our own little section there. Come chat with us. We're also on Ranger Crew and Ranger Talk.
Yeah.
Not bored because they hate us.
Yep. And every time we say it, I kind of expect that stuff is gonna blow up.
I know they probably do hate us over there now. That fucking
It is
Spandex Cast talking shit on us. Oh well. Well, I think that wraps it up. Thanks for joining us today, Question. It was awesome to have you.
Thank you for having me.
And
No
before
problem.
we forget, actually, please, ask to be on here as guest and give us ideas for episodes we're gonna review while Megaforce is on hiatus.
Please,
sure
we
they're
have like
terrible
months.
Yeah, months and months and months.
Make sure to only recommend terrible episodes, though.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you recommend an awesome one, they both hate it.
Exactly.
Hey, I like Cyborg Rangers.
I still think that episode is the best half-hour of PR there is, but
How?
whatever. Wait, what?
How? How is it the best episode?
I'm pretty sure I explained that to you with my implication about the Life Force Megazord earlier. Oh my god, we weren't recording then, were we?
I'm not sure. No, we weren't.
General McKnight learns the moral of the day that humans with souls will always beat robots without souls. And then 20 episodes later, they get a Megazord that's powered by human souls. He learned the lesson, but he learned it the wrong way.
Yep. Because they actually die if they use it too long, right?
Well, yeah, it's sucking out their souls to power its giant honking laser cannons.
It's not really souls as much as they say it's a life force.
I'm sure they didn't want to call it souls because they're...
I know.
I don't know. But it's not like they're hooking their
soul.
veins up to the console.
Right.
Maybe we should stop talking because you already did the outro.
It doesn't matter. It's not like we're actually professional.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.